My name is Graciano Rubio. I'm requesting that we include a report on the success of the Small Business Assistance Program at the next City Council meeting. The city has received approximately $10 million in ARPA funding. Of that $10 million, $1 million, or 10%, was originally allocated to the RAD-Card program. After the RAD-Card failed to achieve its goal, which was to replace revenue for businesses who suffered revenue losses during the shutdown, the remaining funds were reallocated to the Small Business Assistance Program. At the December 7, 2022 meeting where the Small Business Assistance Program was approved, two primary questions were raised by the council. The first question was why nonprofits were being included in the program. The second question was about the scoring system that would be used to distinguish between businesses in determining grant awards. In response to why nonprofits were being included, the finance director stated that it was his decision to include them. His justification was that because nonprofits experienced negative economic impacts related to the shutdown, they should be included. This is allowed by ARPA only if the nonprofit falls under sections 501c3 or 501c19 of the Internal Revenue Code. 501c6s and 501c8s are ineligible to receive ARPA funding. It's estimated the city has awarded approximately $70,000 in grants to ineligible nonprofits. One of the nonprofits in question did not have any economic impact from the shutdown. They did not have a decrease in revenue, nor did they have an increase in expenses, which was supposed to be a requirement of the program. Based on the classification of each organization that has received funding through the Small Business Assistance Program, the total amount of ineligible grants awarded is likely higher than $70,000. But only nonprofit tax returns are public, so the full amount of ineligible grants cannot be verified. The response to the scoring system question is that a scoring system is ready to go, and final decisions regarding award amounts would be made jointly between the finance director and the community and economic development director. It was stated that the details of the scoring system used to make final decisions would not be posted for public view. Only the three-tier system used to determine general eligibility and priority would be published. Those published guidelines were not followed. Businesses which fall into one of the three tiers and should have received priority did not. Instead, organizations who do not fall into any tier were given priority in larger grant awards. I asked for clarification from the city about the scoring system, to which I received three separate explanations that included criteria that was applied inconsistently and failed to describe the discrepancy between the published guidelines and the actual grants given. At the December 7th meeting, it was stated that this program would be reviewed in 6 to 7 months to determine its success. 7 months have now elapsed. I'm asking for a report at the next City Council meeting that includes an explanation of the scoring system, the scores that each business received, and the amount of each individual grant award. Because awards were supposed to be granted on a first-come, first-served basis, this report should also include the date of initial application submission, the date a determination was made, and the date the check was written.